All the birds are tweaking in the G. What a beautiful sound. Like the sound of tweaking birds. I think we all do. SpongeBob, hello. Yes. Brother from another Paul. Yes, Amp. Strolling. Too many coming. Too many chatters coming now. So I can just say hello to everybody. The Tree of Wisdom. Tree of Wisdom is actually over there, but there's somebody on the bench. So we thought we'd do a couple of laps. Enterprise MOT. You know where to go if you need your MOT in Essex. Enterprise MOT. And you know where to go if you need recovery. Trade price recovery. Been saying the same all summer. Got to earn my sponsorship money. So big up trade price recovery. Yes, baby. Hit the like button. Everybody. 300 and something joining, but 54 likes. So as you join, make sure you hit the like. Thank you, Patriot's Voice. But it shouldn't be about teams, really. That's it. Now everybody's joining. They're hitting the like on their way in. We're up to nearly 100 likes. We're over 100 likes, but we keep it going. Now, I was going to do this earlier, actually. But I had work today, 6:30 in the morning. Get up at 6:30, go to work. Come back, took a little nap. Because I had a bit of a late night. So, over 400 now. So everybody that's just joined, make sure you hit the like button. We're not interested, we don't care about sharing today, but sharing is caring. Just take one of our strolls around the local area, around the park. Oh, approaching up to 500. It's the first time when was the last time we went live, actually? Can't remember. Seems like that long ago. Wouldn't it be nice with over 500 of you in the room? Wouldn't it be nice to have at least 250 likes? Let's see, because the bench is now empty. The Tree of Wisdom bench is empty. Yes, Aaron, good to see you, geese. You all right, Paige? That's it, getting over 200 likes now. It's creeping up. It is creeping up. Do we get 50 by the time we walk to there, though? I don't think we do. But you guys, I tell you what, you do amaze me. So there's a good possibility that by the time we hit the bench, we'll have 250, but I doubt it very much. I doubt it very much. We'll only have 213. Oh, it's okay, don't worry. some things we are going to foul one. We got 236 by the time we got to the bench. 236. So we nearly got there, yeah? So we nearly got there. We nearly got to the 250 mark by the time we got to the bench. Jen, I don't know when I'll be monetised. I don't know. I don't really care about the money. It's never been about the money, you know. Like, I think it's been quite clear and evident, you know. It's never been about the money. If the money comes, the money comes, you know. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Long time since we last see the tree, innit, Amp? The tree of wisdom, yeah? Where it all begun, guys. The tree of wisdom. The tree of wisdom is where we said hello to everybody. This is where we said hello to everybody. This is where it began. Right here. Of course, come on. Got to keep it how it begun, yeah? This is the tree of wisdom. No coffee, though. No, this has been a very good trade for us. I'll tell you what, for us and our community that used to come to this tree with 30 people, that rose to 100 people, that rose to a couple of hundred people, and then it rose to thousands that used to come and get inspiration from this tree. You know? You alright, Roy? But it shouldn't be about no teams, guys. Come on, Lady Jane, remember? Yeah? Where we'd sit there and yeah. Somebody made it, imagine. Imagine someone just come and plonk themselves next to me. Next trip, Benidorm. Yeah, Benidorm. Coming soon, actually. No. I don't, well, definitely not common sense, and I don't think I'll be going anytime soon, guys, yeah? I'll tell you that for nothing. You ain't got no worries there, guys. That won't be happening. We won't be doing that anytime soon, mate. Yeah, I can go to Crawley. Getting quite limited to where I can go, though. Yeah, the widest tree in the world, isn't it, Mick? Yeah. Come on, location, London. Yeah, we'll get back to our hotel videos. Don't worry about that. Not even hotel videos, you know. HMOs, office blocks. Tree of life, more like a twig in a field. I like it, yeah. But listen, don't disrespect the tree, yeah. Seriously, you know, people don't like it when people disrespect the tree. Look, like I've said as well, yeah. And the tree will be the same. And I said right many moons ago. You're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. Yeah, if you're going to be everyone's cup of tea, you'd be a mug. And we certainly are never going to be no mugs. And that goes down to the tree. Yeah. Certain with the tree ain't no mug because it's the tree of wisdom, you see. And then But it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. But anyway, the tree of wisdom. Yes, was I? No, I never found out, was I? But anyway, bro, I'm going to meet up with you in the next couple of days anyway. Yes, KP. They're coming for me again, probably. Yeah, absolute probably. So I want to be very, very careful. Because I've got quite strict bowel conditions. And I certainly don't want to be breaching them. And I know that they watch. I know that the police watch. And I also know that some police, not all of the police, some of them actually want me badly. But I'm going to give a bit of credit to the police officer that rung me, who arrested me, should I say. I'm going to give a bit of credit. He stuck to his word. He told me that he'll have me out by the time he goes off duty at 10 o'clock. And I was arrested at 4:20. Imagine that. It's unbelievable. Keeps happening. I got arrested at 4:20 the other time and all. I don't think I was actually, can't remember if I was actually arrested at 4:20, but they said something about 4:20. Very reluctant really to talk about the offence because I've got this condition that says I can't contact my friend. Not my friend, my mate, you know. Can't even contact me mate. It's crazy. So I'm very reluctant to actually discuss it really, to be honest. So I can tell you what I got arrested for. I got arrested for a fray. I can tell you that. Can also tell you that my mate in question actually come over to me. We shook hands. He apologised for what he done and I apologised for what I done. Quite crazy really, to be honest. Oh, here we go. We get them 4 figures in the room. Cool. Do you know what, guys? There's going to come a stage. Yeah, and I've said it before. Oh, it's gone down now. Never mind. It was up to 4 figures for a little while. But there's going to come a stage where we come to our bench and we actually bring it up to 5 figures. Yeah. Do you know what? 2 up, 2 down, Hammers. Good to see you, bro. Do you know what? I never heard from Hammers for a while, actually. Never heard from him for a good while. So I actually had to reach out to him to make sure he was all right. Look. There he is with his waving hand. Oh, we're back into the 4 digits again. And remember what I said. We are actually going to come a stage where we're walking around there and we've got 5 figures. Do you know what? I don't know why all the people think, that these people would monitor me. I go around to a few hotels and I make some videos. I don't do nothing wrong. But I'll tell you one thing for sure. So we'll say this actually, So I was arrested for a fraud and I was taken to the police station. I was booked in, etc. Spoke to my lawyer. And like I said, the custody sergeant and the police officer, they both stuck to what they said. I'll be out of there before they go home. And they go home at 10 o'clock. And I was released about 9. And I would have been released earlier if it wasn't for the fact that my lawyer was arguing against bail conditions, because the bail conditions that they wanted to put on me was absolutely, well, it was terrible. Horrific, really, to be honest. But hey-o. And then after arguing, my lawyer arguing with them, and this wasn't the police officer, and this wasn't the sergeant, this was somebody 2 above them that was arguing, that wanted me put under bail conditions. So one of them, I'm not allowed at the Delta Hotel Marriott during a planned protest. Don't know why, because I don't never go to the Marriott. It's on a Friday night, and I kind of have a plan on a Friday night, so I don't really go. So I wasn't too bothered about that. Now I've got to notify the police of any protest that I plan to attend, and I need to give them 48 hours notice of any protest that I plan to attend. Don't know why. Maybe they just want to know where I'm going. I've got to remain 300 metres away from the bell unless I'm travelling past it, but as long as I don't get out of the vehicle, that's okay. So originally, they wanted me banned from everywhere. They wanted me banned from every migrant hotel in the country and every protest in the country. That's what they wanted to do. But I'm not going to be a mug. I'm not going to be one of these people that sits there and says one thing to one and another to another to be a people pleaser. I'm not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And I don't want to be everybody's cup of tea. And that kind of outlook has served me just well. And then people wonder why I keep my circle small. You know? People that they wonder why I do keep my circle small. And I keep it with people that I've known for a long time. A very long time. Yeah, 4 digits back in the room. I keep it with And I don't mean this in no disrespect to people in any way, shape or form, but these live panels and stuff, I've seen panels now I never knew I existed. I never knew that existed. 13, 14, 15 months on YouTube, whatever it is. 15 months, I think, 16 months. And never even come across them, because they're the most toxic places I've ever seen. Just hidden away in their own little corner of YouTube. But hey, everything's got its viewer, I suppose. But it is what it is. But we won't be getting involved in that. And I'm going to start treating these panels. I'm not going to sit at them unless you're somebody that I'd probably sit and have food with. And I think that's the best way to be. The way I've seen grown up men, or they proclaim to be men, the way that I've seen them acting with each other is just, it's unbelievable. I've never seen nothing like it, to be honest with you. I've never actually seen anything like it. Look, I say again, and I'll say again, I've never had a problem with DP. You know? I made a video with him. I never had an issue with him. Yes, Reggie. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I thought you said the other Saturday somebody asked me a question and I replied to a question. Mate, I tell you what, listen. You have to keep it small. Yeah? I'm very lucky. I've got some mods that I trust a hell of a lot. If I started naming them, I know I'd forget one or two and they'd feel left out. So I'm not going to bother naming them, but they know. Listen, they're not going to get me like that. You think I'm going to start responding to DMs from women with pictures? I don't think so. Yes, English Ned. How's that painting coming along, guys? Just make sure you let me know, because I've got to give 48 hours notice before I go to a protest. So I don't even know if I'm going to be allowed to attend a protest. It's fucking crazy. But the saying will come to me in a minute. The saying will come, but we gave Essex Police an excuse and they took it, I suppose. Perfect opportunity, get me on bail conditions till March. It's only a couple of months. And then it'll get NFA'd. Yeah, they are stopping me from working. That's exactly what they are doing. But they get around it by saying, I've got to give 48 hours notice. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start sending them at least 3 or 4 protests a day, what I might be attending. Because they all change last minute, don't they, you see? So that's what we'll have to do. Sorry, people. No, never, 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 never Stardog. So, anyway, that's about it, really. Don't really have much else to say. Let's see if there's any questions. Fruit, are you right, buddy? Come on, listen. You know it, WTAF. Never Stardog. Or insomnia Benidorm. Do you know what? I'm debating whether just to go back to Spain. I'll don't want to use up all my time in Europe with my dodgy English passport, British passport. Don't give me no benefits. Scouts down south. Bro, I could probably sort something out for you, mate. Next time I see you, I'm sure I see you at protests. Yeah, but maybe not actually, with the way things are looking. Look, people can call it what they like, yeah? Do we have sound back again? Back again. My condition, Lynn, is for England's, well, the United Kingdom. And I didn't say anything. It just said any protest I plan to attend. But I've got a few that I plan to attend in Europe this year. So they're going on the list. I'm just going to send them in every single protest and just say, look, but this may be subject to change. You know? Every single protest, I'm just going to fire them emails all day long. If that's what they want, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm very fortunate to have some good mods that would also just sit there and just do that for me. Look, this is the situation, yeah? This is the situation. With people say, oh, take it to court and fight it. I take it to court to fight it. I have to pay for that. Yeah, it's not like I'm going to go and get legal aid and stuff. My representative in the police station, because he's not a duty solicitor, I have to pay for it. Which is okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I've done wrong, I deserve to be punished. And I'll stay with that. But it's not like you're going to the station and getting duty solicitor for free. Two years for what? The fuck all wrong. Well, what did this one write? Depression. Cool. I'll tell you what, I'm going to be honest with you. I think my mental health is suffering a little bit. Be totally honest. It's always going to have haters, aren't you? I've said so many times. Everyone's cup of tea and all that. And it's never going to be like that. Nah, they won't get us down, will they, Warren? Come on, bro. Come on, Wazza. Yeah, people, double tap the screen like Reggie says. Oh, listen, I'll guarantee that, yeah? Why do you think we've just sat back and just be quiet? Not really been involved in anything. Poker Pro to my left and the magic goalkeeper. But Poker Pro and the goalkeeper reckons he could have played for Manchester United. Oh, yeah, listen. We'll be free. For how long for? Oh, Colin, listen, it's never about that, guys. Look, with all due respect, you know, I'm very fortunate to be able to separate YouTube from reality. Yeah. I'm fortunate in that respect, yeah. That I'm able to switch off from YouTube and carry on my daily life. Yeah. Like this morning, I'm up at 6:30 in the morning, for Christ's sake. I have conversations with people at 6:30 in the morning. It's crazy, like. Oh, Scotty, do you know what? 100%, guys. 100 million%, bro, yeah? It does make it worse. Yeah, it can make it worse. That's a fact. Because it can make you overthink situations and stuff. But that's a fact. We're not going to give up. Yeah. Look, let me tell you this, yeah? Do not think I'm sitting there like for 1 second or walking, because it's perfectly okay. There's some people out there that are probably suffering a lot worse than myself. And my suggestion was, at the time, and my suggestion still is, if social media is causing you to act like that, then you need to give it a rest, take a holiday. You have to get back into real life. This is why I've always, not every day I've gone to work, obviously. But on them days where I'm not doing nothing, I do get up 6:30, go to work. It's just the way life is. There you go, look, 1.2k, what's in the bin? Yeah, I bet Blackpool's nice this time of the year and all. Look, I'm going to be honest with you, yeah, about this protest malarkey. I need to really sit there and consider these protests, yeah, because I've got bowel conditions up and down the country, yeah, and so far, there's the tree of wisdom, and so far, there's nothing that I'm actually guilty of. Anything I've actually been arrested for, and we'll go through it. The first one, CPN, it doesn't exist. It's never existed. To this day, the police still can't produce it. It's a random thing someone's updated to the computer. So where's the proof for this? They've got nothing. Nothing whatsoever. We're still waiting for the evidence. The judge even told them to send me a copy. I still haven't got it. But hey, never mind. We'll deal with that when it comes to it, I suppose. But again, look, they put me on bail until September. So this happened in November, and they put me on bail until September. So from September, 10 months to get me to a trial, where ultimately they're going to chuck it out. But what's the condition? To ban me from the whole of Surrey. So what does that do? Bans me from every migrant hotel and protest in Surrey, doesn't it? Quite smart. Okay. Next one. Where was our next arrest? Chesterfield. Breach of Section 14. We never even breached the where it was. Never once. Never once did we breach where it was. What happens? You get bail conditions not to enter Derby or Derbyshire. What does that do? That stops us going to protests in Derbyshire. That stops us going to migrant hotels in Derbyshire. What's going to happen? It's going to get NFA'd. Because I never breached no cordon. Look, I'm never going to stand there and let a guy swearing at an old lady with a walking stick, yeah? Not going to do that, yeah? Or two of them was old ladies with walking sticks, should I say? Or one of them, and I'm going to get in trouble now. They're going to be after me next, because I'm calling them old ladies, yeah? But I'm not going to be, I can't, yeah. And he knows this as well, and the police know this. The funny thing is, when you actually watch it, I was the one that was defusing everything. So I was the one that was actually defusing the situation. And I just moved him away from her. Patrick, I can't be messed with you today. You can stay in the chat, but don't be annoying. Oh, we do have a police vehicle over here. Just pulled in, look. Turning around. Probably watching the live stream. You never know. You've retired now, Patrick. That's good, guys. Probably. Oh, do you know what? I've got one more police mail. I forgot. So, I had a voluntary interview the other day down at Crawley. I forgot. This is how long I haven't been on live for, you see. So I attended a voluntary interview at Crawley on Monday, actually, coming to think of it. Mate, we've got a lot of left on here, don't worry about that. Yeah, we've got a lot of haters trying to divide, don't worry. We've got a lot of troll accounts. How long have I... yeah, I suppose so. 14 minutes. So anyway, I went for a voluntary interview with my lawyer, again, which cost me money, because it's only free independent legal advice when it's one of their duty ones. So I take my own and I have to pay for it, which is no problem. So I attended a protest in, where was it? Probably was in Crawley as well, actually, to be fair. So attended this protest and it was having a little bit of banter. And there was a homosexual guy who happened to be eating, they were protesting for Palestine at a migrant hotel, and he happened to be eating a rainbow cake. And I turned around and I said, "Cool, if you was in Palestine, you wouldn't be able to eat that cake, because obviously it's a rainbow cake." So I said something like along the lines of, to somebody like, well, this was my intention anyway, like, you're not going to have a rainbow cake in Palestine, are you? So you should free Palestine from these tyrannic individuals that don't allow that sort of stuff. So I do kind of get it. There you go, so it's easier to hold like that. So yeah, I said this to him, and then somebody said to me something about him being a man. And I turned around and said to the guy that was next to me, "A man? He's not a man. He's never had man in him. He's not a man." And 2-3 days later, he's become harassed, alarmed, and distressed. 2-3 days later. So after he's gone home, he sat there for 2-3 days. He decided that he felt harassed, alarmed, and distressed. So my answer in the interview was this. I said, look, in my opinion, he's not a real man. Because if he wasn't a real man, if he was a real man, he'd be going to Palestine and protesting. He'd be going to these countries. I said, but they did go to Egypt. And when they went to Egypt, they got attacked. And then they got deported back on a plane and come back. And that's all I meant by it, you know. And I said to her, the police lady, I said, he looks very harassed, alarmed and distressed, doesn't he? And she said, well, you don't know. I said, can we carry on watching it? And she said, yeah. So she carried on playing it for a bit. I said, how long does the video go on for? She said, oh, a little while. I said, so he was that harassed, alarmed and distressed, he actually waited there? Yeah, till the protest finished and then he left. So that's how harassed, alarmed and distressed he was. He wasn't harassed and distressed at the time and alarmed. It took him 2-3 days to be harassed and alarmed. Which I do find totally strange. Which I'm sure the police find it strange as well. And we're probably going to get NFA'd. You got to read up. I don't know. Patrick, I don't know what you're doing. If it's you, behave yourself. Because I'll have to get you gone. I don't know. I don't want you to make it. Oh, we should be back. Hey, look, add a Q&A sticker. Should we add a poll? Is this what they do? No, that's not it. So forget that. We don't want to do that. Right. Touch the grass? I don't think so, guys. I don't think so, mate. But I'm actually going to shoot now anyway. Going to chat to you all soon. Make sure that subscribe button's on with a notification, because we are going to be coming back to our tree of wisdom. On the occasions. Patrick's after a spanner. Do you know Patrick? He offered me £1,000 for a mod spanner on my channel. I told him, don't be stupid, Patrick. Imagine that. Old Patrick offered me 1,000. There you go, look. You've got an offer there, Scouse down south. He said you can mod for him for 500, Patrick. Right. Kane's joined at the last moment. I shall see you all soon. See you all soon. I'll see you all on the next one, I suppose. But you know what? I'm actually kind of being surrounded. Used to mod for KSI. Don't be so stupid, Patrick. Go on. See you later, everybody.